not pleased. She was lucky enough to meet a handsome young man with a wicked sense of humor, who incidentally happens to also be here today. I mean, Will, who's become our fourth child. But school also means holidays, fortunately for pupils and teachers. And our family holidays went in four main directions. Le Morvan, in the center part of France, where my parents used to live, in the middle of nowhere, but surrounded by fields, forests and cows, and the exciting presence of her cousins. Unfortunately, my parents are not here today to witness their granddaughter's happiness. The second direction was down south near lovely warm lake, not far from the Mediterranean coast. And life there was just beautiful, swimming, sunbathing, and drinking rosé wine. Yeah, not the children. The third direction was taken mostly in winter, but also later in summer when Penelope, Melody and Benjamin had to work experience for school. It was Germany, where we used to go skiing in the Bavarian Alps and spend some great times with Ludwig and Margit. The children's godmother and godfather, die ich jetzt herzlich grüße. Many times did Ludwig and Margit have the children to themselves, lucky them. Finding them summer jobs, looking after them and teaching them German. Thank you so much. The fourth destination was to the west, away from the European continent. In other words, England. Penelope was not even 1 year old when she made her first visit to this country, and during those early years we spent 3 weeks here each summer in 3 different places with different wonderful sets of friends. I want to thank them for their kindness and generosity to us all. Mary and Ken from Hampton Hill, who have always considered Penelope as their own daughter, and who helped her and Melody get started in this country. Thank you for being here today. I also want to thank Betty from Farnham Common, in whose beautiful house the kids were treated like princes. Thank you. And of course, a big thank to the Bennets from Dorset, sorry. First, Lena and Alj, who unfortunately are no longer with us, but who famously, among other things, taught the children the art of crabbing. Once again, I'm French, sorry. Julie and Colin, their children, have continued the tradition and made us part of the family. We are happy they are here today with us. There is a family we met 5 years ago and who have welcomed us with warmth and kindness. I mean Will's family. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have heard bits of Penelope's life story so far, but not much about the person she is. One word says it all: perfect. She is our little girl. We love her dearly, and to us she's perfect. Perfect to the point she picks the perfect guy. Will's kind and considerate, but most importantly, he's a perfect cook. So Penelope is in good hands. Well. I realize I've been probably spoken for too long, but I remember as a teacher when to stop before boring my audience. I will just end by saying that Beatrice and I wish the dear new couple all the happiness in the world. Let's raise our glasses to Penelope and Will. Thank you for your passion. Thank you.
So, here we go. Hello and bonjour. Now I must admit that's almost the extent of my French, so I'm afraid most of the speak will be in English. Firstly, on behalf of everyone, we'd like to congratulate Will and Penny on their marriage and becoming the new Mr. and Mrs. Goldstone. Thank you for a wonderful day so far. For those who don't know me, I'm Dan, and I have the honour of being Will's best man. Will and I met at university in Bournemouth more than 10 years ago. To be honest, when I first met Will, I thought he was, well, let's just say Penny's done a very good job at moulding him into the man he is. Will is very talented. He's an author of a number of published books, he's played a number of instruments in various bands over the years, and he's got an amazing job at one of the leading computer games companies. And according to Will, it's a pretty big deal online. So I wanted to check that out, and I can confirm he is. He has almost 10,000 followers on Twitter and YouTube. So I thought, to get a better understanding how much of a big deal online he is, we should hear what some of his followers have to say. So I randomly picked out some YouTube comments. They're not that bad. Chunky Chip says, I just liked almost all your videos. And he says you suck. Semper Byron says you sound like Tim Henman. And Nick Recker says you're an arse. And then some of the nicer ones. Now I was supposed to use this opportunity to